Hi, this is Jim at PoshDogKneeBrace.com, and we'd like to thank you again for trusting us to help your beloved dog with a cruciate injury, the same way we helped our beloved angel Pasha 4 years ago, who recovered from a severe CCL injury in less than 7 months, wearing only a Posh Dog Knee Brace a few hours a day and with no surgery. So what we're going to show you in this video is a fitting video and how to get several pictures of the brace on your dog's leg. And we'll go ahead and get started with this. After you put the brace on your dog, we do want you to send us 4 specific pictures right away of your dog wearing the brace. And we want clear pictures in bright light with a clean cell phone lens. And we want to be able to analyze the pictures, and we want to make sure you got the brace on correctly. And then we're going to schedule a live video call via FaceTime, which is Apple, or Skype with one of our licensed veterinary technicians to ensure the brace is on correctly. We're the only dog knee brace company who can adjust our brace remotely with up to 8 different adjustments under our supervision by one of our licensed veterinary technicians. You'll need 2 people and a Phillips head screwdriver for the video fitting call, which we make once again after you got the brace on your dog. No other stifle brace company makes an adjustable brace. With all of the companies but ours, you have to send the brace back for the most simple adjustment, which can take a week. We've eliminated most of the fitting problems everyone else still experiences. And our senior orthotic brace fitter and fabricator Rick, along with our assistant Manny, who's one of our fabricators, is going to be demonstrating how easy it is to put on our waterproof Posh Dog Knee Brace on your dog. And in this video, we're going to hold a scene for about 5 seconds, so it's easier to watch the video and to pause it when we show you what the fitting that we're doing. We strongly advise you to watch this video twice and to become completely familiar with the Posh Brace before you put it on your dog. Make sure you know how to release the ladder straps from the microbuckles, which are how we attach the Posh Brace. And if your dog's under 30 pounds, you're going to be using Velcro straps to attach the brace, but we'll follow the same instructions as the rest of this video. As we said previously, if you have a long-haired dog, the hair around the knee must be thinned, as we specify in our measuring video. And after you've put the Posh Dog Knee Brace on your dog 2 or 3 times, you'll have the hang of it, and putting the brace on will take about 30 seconds. And also, as I said, we're going to be doing a live video call with one of our licensed veterinary technicians who will show you how easy it is to fit the Posh Brace. This video is going to demonstrate the steps needed to start helping your dog correctly. So Rick will now demonstrate a few things about the basic components of the Posh Brace. And we're going to start off by demonstrating the 3 shells and ladder straps and how to fit those in the microbuckles. In your box, along with your brace, we sent you a custom Posh Dog Knee Brace complete with a custom black neoprene wrap to put around the hock, which helps the Posh Dog Knee Brace stay in place and not migrate on your dog's leg. So we've got 2 types of hocks we send out, hock wraps we send out. Rick is showing the first one, and this is a 2-strap hock wrap. And this one, just like the other one, is going to be, as we will show you, put on your dog's leg right above the hock. So we have the 2-strap version, and then we also have what we call a horseshoe wrap. Depending on the size and the shape of your dog, we're going to send you either wrap. And they're neoprene wraps, and they have Velcro on the front, and the 2-strap wrap has straps that wrap around the back of the ankle above the hock. And the flat edge that is cut goes right above the bend in the ankle. And the rounded edge is at the top. So if you can show that for a second. The rounded edge. So we're going to show the Velcro connection on the wrap that will intersect with the Velcro on the bottom of the brace to help prevent migration. So show the very front of the wrap where it has Velcro and the front of the brace for a second. And the very bottom of the brace, you'll see down there, that's where the wrap will connect to. And we'll show you how to do that. And also, we're the only custom dog knee brace manufacturer that uses something much more efficient and more expensive, but much nicer than Velcro, which are microbuckles and ladder straps. When you can find these microbuckles on ladder straps on high-end snow skis and snowboards. And we're going to send you a brace that may have 1 of 3 different designs for the microbuckles, and Rick is going to demonstrate those. So the ladder strap on top goes into the microbuckle. And this particular microbuckle is called the spider buckle. And releasing it consists of pressing down either side as you can see, either side of those 2 pins on each side of the front of the buckle. And the second one is the ballet buckle, as we call it. And we press again to put the micro buckle in. We can put the ladder strap in easily, and to release it, we just press each side of the buckle. And then finally, the quick release buckle. The micro buckles and ladder straps all look the same. The ladder straps pretty much are the same, but the buckles may be a little bit different. So make sure you know how to release these before you even put this on your dog's leg. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the hock wrap on, and this is beautiful Lola. And we're going to say her left hind leg has a CCL injury for purposes of this video. And we're putting this hock wrap on. We're going to be using the horseshoe wrap, not the two-strap wrap. Now you'll notice this wrap goes above the hock, and we don't want it on real tight, but you'll see Rick inserting his finger. So we don't rely, like other brace manufacturers, will rely upon seriously constricting the Achilles tendon at the very bottom of the tibial shell to keep the brace from slipping down. Well, that's not very comfortable for the dog, so we don't rely on that. We just rely on putting this hock wrap on and then incorporating it into the base of the brace, and we have very few migration problems. Okay, now we're going to show you where the top of the knee is, and this is the next step in putting the brace on. So we're going to show the top of the knee, what we call the top of the knee, which is the patella. And then we're going to point to the bottom of the knee, which is the tibial tuberosity. They're both bony, prominent bumps. And so what we want to do is we're going to have Rick place his index finger on the bump on the bottom of the knee. Now with your other hand, take the brace and place it around the front of your dog's leg. And keep the big knee opening on the brace around the knee in front. And we're going to make sure the brace elevation is high enough. So we're going to move the top edge of the middle shell of the brace. Our brace has 3 shells. The upper shell is called the femoral shell. And then Rick will point to the middle shell, which is right there. And then we have the bottom shell. So we want to make sure that the middle shell is right below the tibial tuberosity or bottom of the knee bump. So we want to make sure this elevation is correct. So Rick, once again, if you can just point to the tibial tuberosity, and you'll see the top of the middle shell is right underneath that point. So once we've got the correct elevation, we're going to partially tighten down the lowest strap and the middle strap. So we're going to connect the microbuckle ladder strap on the bottom. Okay, now on the back of Lola's legs, there's some pads. We have 3 different custom-made pads, and we want each of these pads to be centered. To the back of her leg. So we don't want the pad drifting to left or right. We want it pretty much in the center of the leg. And we just want it right now, it's just snug enough that you can't wiggle the lower pad back and forth. And the middle strap should be snug enough that you can only fit in 1 pinky finger down from the top. Okay, now also it's worth mentioning the first procedures we just showed there. You can do this with your dog laying down if you want. We did it standing up, but you can equally have your dog laying down and put the brace on the same way. But if your dog is laying down, now's the time to stand your dog up, and we're going to connect the femoral top shell and the top strap and make sure the elevation of the brace is correct. With the big top pad centered in the back of your dog's thigh, connect the top ladder strap to the microbuckle. And make sure that the top back pad on the back of the thigh is not on so tight that it's pinching your dog's thigh anywhere. We want the Posh Brace fitting snug, not tight. So we have that back pad centered. Okay, so once again, we don't want that going to the left or to the right. We want it right in the middle of the back of our leg. Okay, now we're going to check to see if the brace is on too loose or too tight. And we call this the fingertip test. And we're going to check the tension on the lower part of the knee. So see if you can Rick is going to try and put a small finger under the foam on the top of the middle shell, right at the bottom of the knee. And you should be able to put just your fingertip in there, but not easily move it in and out, because if you can move it in and out easily, it's on too loose. If you can't put your fingertip in the places we're pointing out, it's on too tight. And now next, try to place a finger on the upper part of the brace opening, right under the lip of the femoral shell. And you should be able to get one finger into the upper part of the brace, no more than that. So on the femoral shell, which is what we call the upper part of the brace, we don't want more than a finger gap. Next, we're going to check the tension on the middle and top back pads, which should be centered again on the back of the leg. And you should be able to insert the fingertip of your little finger snugly into the top and then bottom of each one of these back pads. And once again, when you're checking the back pads, if you can just easily slide your finger in there, it's on too loose. And if you can't get it into the pad, between the pad and the dog's skin, it's on too tight. Now, on the lowest pad, Rick will point that out, you should not be able to, that's the lowest pad by the hock, you should not be able to insert your fingertip under the pad. The lowest pad should be snug enough, but not super tight, so once again, it won't compress the Achilles tendon above the hock. And finally, we're going to check the articulation to see if the knee opening is clearing and freely moving without interference by the brace. So articulation is a technical term. We mean bending the knee. So with Lola standing, Rick is going to gently bend the knee so we can see how the placement looks on your dog. And you may need to support your dog by having another person stand behind your dog and place their hand under your dog's tummy as you bend the knee. Make sure your dog can easily bend its knee as you gently and slowly bend it. Make sure the brace is not hitting the top of the knee or patella, as we call it. So Rick will point to the top of the patella. And you can see there's no interference with the brace. Now removing the Posh Brace. This takes about 10 seconds and it's very easy. Just press the little release tabs, which we showed you, on the side of each microbuckle, unless you have a single release. And that's going to slowly release the notch ladder strap. And if you've ever skied or snowboarded, you know how to release microbuckles. And then gently remove the Posh Brace by pulling it straight away from the front of your dog's leg. And now we're taking off the hock wrap. Okay. And then we're going to need to see 4 specific pictures of your dog wearing the Posh Brace. So you have to have 2 people to take the pics. One to hold your dog wearing the brace, and the second to take the 4 pics. So please don't just try and do it yourself with an iPhone or something, because that won't work out. So to help your dog in the best way possible, do these 4 things. Take the pictures in bright light. Dim pictures are not effective and hard to see. Make sure you clean the cell phones or camera lens first. Take all the pictures with the lens 2 feet off the ground, level with your dog's leg. And take the pictures from about 3 feet away. Close up 6 inches away or distance shots 6 feet away are really not helpful to us, and we're not going to use those. Now, if you have a little dog, like under 30 pounds, you want to move the lens. Everything stays the same in the pictures, but you want to take the pictures with the lens about 1 foot off the ground, but still 3 feet away. Okay, now that we've got this brace at the correct elevation and on properly on Lola's leg, we want to get some pictures. So we're going to need to see 4 specific pictures of your dog wearing the Posh Brace. And this requires 2 people to take the pics, one to hold the dog wearing the brace, and the second to take the 4 pics. And to let us help your dog in the best way possible, please do these 4 things. Take the pictures only in bright light. Dim pictures aren't going to do us any good. Make sure you clean the cell phone's lens or camera lens first. And take all the pictures with the lens 2 feet off the ground, level with your dog's leg. So overhead selfies, things like that, we don't need. And take the pictures from 3 feet away. So close-ups 6 inches away from your dog's leg or shots 6 feet away are also pretty much worthless to us. So please take the pictures in a certain way. If you have a little dog under 30 pounds, the only difference is you would move the lens. Instead of 2 feet off the ground, it would be 1 foot off the ground, rather, but still 3 feet away. And Rick is going to now show you how to get the 4 simple pictures we need. The first one is the front view. So in Lola, we have her left hind leg wearing the brace. So he is putting the camera, the cell phone, to the right of Lola's head. He's about 3 feet away from Lola and about 2 feet off the ground. And he's going to get a picture of Lola from the front. Okay, now he's going to head to the side and go ahead and get a side shot. 3 feet away, 2 feet off the ground. And we're going to do the rear view now, and then we'll do the bent knee. We're going to do a rear view. He's all the way behind Lola. Notice the lens is about 2 feet off the ground, about 3 feet away. And lastly, we're going to check the articulation. This is for our vet techs to check out. So we want to check the leg bent with the brace on. And someone may have to hold up the dog's, putting the hand under the tummy, and the other person gets a picture. Okay, now we're going to show you how easy it is to take off the Posh Brace. It takes about 10 seconds, and it's really simple. You press the little release tabs on each microbuckle, which releases the notched ladder strap. If you've ever skied or snowboarded, you know how to release microbuckles. Start at the bottom, and you'll see, faster than I can say it, he's taking the brace off. And now he's taking the hock wrap off. And that's it, all done. Now, on these pictures, as soon as you put the Posh Brace on your dog's leg, we want you to email the 4 pictures exactly as we described. Please attach the pictures in one email. So please don't take his iPhone and send us a huge billboard picture, which is like 2 feet wide. So put them all as attachments in one email. If you send us one email with each picture, it kind of gets cluttered, so make it easy for us and send all 4 pictures and one email as attachments. If you don't know how to do that, you can search YouTube how to attach pictures in an email.